It's not your fault. Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about work. We're going to talk about the value of work. We're going to talk about why it's important that you work out of your home. You get out and get a life and do things that are productive. It's very important for you and your well-being. All right? So first I want to cover that this series is for everyone, even kids, even young people. I think it's really important that more people watch, learn, and expand their minds with long-form discussion, which means long podcasts. It's more like a formal lectures. Formal lectures that give you more ability to concentrate, and actually listening to long-form discussion is good for children. Specifically, it's really good for you to do to watch longer videos, to watch long-form discussion if you've been trapped in your house. Is a better way for you to focus your mind. So let's do more long-form discussion. Let's do more long-form videos where you have to actually listen to, evaluate, and then come to your own conclusions based on the video that you've just watched. So these are going to be those type of videos. Everything that's It's Not Your Fault is going to be about things that you can improve in your life today. And you don't have to do a lot of work to do it, okay? To improve your life and improve your well-being. So today is about work. We're going to talk about how work works. So number one, I want to talk about the type of videos that I'm going to be doing are going to be aimed at compassionate people, specifically those that are young. But really anyone that is a good person. If you're a good person, you're going to appreciate these videos. If you're a more selfish person, if you are very about yourself, you're not going to be getting as much out of these videos. You can still try to apply things to your life, though, that you did hear in the videos. And I know it's really funny. You guys think I'm being facetious by saying that, but people that are more selfish and are narcissistic, they know they are. They're not sure. They usually know that they are. So you will be able to take some things away from these videos, whether or not you have narcissistic personality or whether or not you have been raised to be more self-entitled or to be more selfish. But if you are a compassionate person, those are the people that are going to take the most away from my videos. So I'm just letting you know. So let's talk about compassionate people for a minute. If you're a person who wants to help everyone, you want to give every dog a home, you want to give every homeless people on the street a hamburger, you want everyone to have housing, you want everyone to be taken care of, you want to help that mentally ill person that you saw, at the freeway on-ramp. These are the people that these videos are going to help, and this video will help you explain to your kids, maybe, why we can't help everyone, and how that kind of works in your mind as opposed to how it works out in the real world. Because you can have all the good intentions in the world, but you're not going to be able to help everyone all the time. I'm also going to do another video on how to help the homeless specifically. In California specifically, we do have certain things that we can do to improve the way that we operate, the state and the local governments. And I would really like to see some things implemented, specifically mental health and treatment addiction. Right now it's for profit, and it really shouldn't be. Anyway, getting back on the subject, I'm going to talk really quickly about being a mother. When you are not working and you are a mother, you are just working in your home, for example. Yes, it is a job. However, it is the most, I don't want to say it's the most unfulfilling job, but it's the most thankless job probably that you could have. No one's going to pull you aside every day and say, you're the best mother, I love you so much. And I mean, people can do that sometimes in your life, but it's not going to be as often as you need it to be. If you're a mom, you know this, because you're already not being thanked for all of the hard work that you're doing, all of the sleepless nights. Your kids are probably too little to thank you, and when they get older, maybe they will, but when they're little, they don't even know how much you help them. They have no idea. They're completely ignorant. Your significant other might have some idea of the work you do, but I truly don't believe that men understand completely how much we actually do. Like, I just don't think they can wrap their heads around it completely. I know they try, but I don't think they always can. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about when I was a young mother and I had twins, and we decided that I couldn't afford to work because having twins in daycare was too expensive. So I actually stayed home while he worked, and then I tried to do other things. So I was a surrogate mom. I earned funds that way. I was in Mary Kay. I also did Primerica, which is, securities and bonds selling financial advice to people and then selling mortgages. I didn't sell that many, so it's kind of an issue with that. type of business. Same with Mary Kay. I think I spent more in Mary Kay products than I sold. I opened a credit card specifically to use for Mary Kay and ended up not selling enough. It's really funny because I actually was pretty successful, but the level of amount of product that they want you to buy to keep your star status or whatever, it's ridiculous. It's like not, if you're not in a big city, it's probably not something that you could actually do. So I was pretty fatigued and depressed when I was home alone. My ex did work a lot, so not only did he work a lot, but he also did some extracurricular activities. And so when he was gone, I was alone. So I was alone most of the time with my twins, and it was not good for me. It's not good. So I was really fatigued, depressed. I wish somebody had given me more encouragement, more inspiration. So that's why I'm giving you guys inspiration today. No matter what phase of life you're in, I think you can take something away from this. So number one on the value of work would be the Lord helps he who helps himself. So if you are a Christian or you are a person that's even got strong morals, you believe that you should be putting forth work. You should be putting forth effort. If you're not putting forth effort, for example, one thing that my mom called me when I was doing my chores when I was a teenager, lazy. And that I hate the word lazy. If you ever call me lazy, I will get pissed off. That is the worst thing you can call me. I will never appreciate nor subscribe to the title lazy. Being lazy to me is something that it's such a sin. It's sloth. Sloth is sinful, people. So if you're sitting and you're watching videos, that's one thing because you're taking time out for yourself, but you literally cannot do that all day. If you're not putting forth effort, you're not doing anything for yourself, you're not doing anything for anyone else, you're not making any money in order to forward yourself or your family, then you're not being helpful to anyone. So the Lord helps he who helps himself. If you put forth effort, if you put forth the actual productivity, then the Lord actually will help you and bless you more than if you did nothing. Than if you sat there and you were praying and you're just, looking out for yourself, just being depressed. Maybe you're sitting around, maybe you're not doing anything. Maybe you're watching this and you got your kids at home and they're running around, you're not doing anything except for watching TV. Don't be like me, don't do that. In hindsight, these are all big mistakes that I made, so I'm trying to help you guys. So you have another key here is you have to earn your own way. So if you are, let's say you're living in your parents' basement, or you are a single mom and you're getting food stamps and alimony or child support or whatever you're doing with your life, you have to earn your own way. You won't get ahead. Your life will be stuck in a sad little place that you don't want to be if you don't get out and do something. You have to get out. You have to expand your horizons, go back to school, do something, find resources, find someone that will help you to apply to schools, to do your FAFSA, someone that will help you to grow in your career. You have to find careers that are local to you. My problem is I'm in a smaller town, so there's only two types of work here. You're either in the medical field or you're in the wine industry. And I'm at a winery right now actually doing wine tours. So you're doing something. You're doing something that's local to your area and that there's work in it. So you have to go on Indeed, look for what is currently hiring. What careers are in your area? What jobs are available that you can ascribe to, that you could grow yourself in? Maybe you can do an ultrasound technician. Maybe you could go to school to be a psych tech. Maybe you could do care home. So that's the other thing I do is I take care of seniors in a senior care home. I'd like to go to school and be an RN, but I also want to expand a YouTube video empire. So these are all goals that you can have, but there are things that you have to actually put work forward to do to be successful at. My mom always said, if you don't do it, no one's going to do it for you. So this is true in life. This is true in doing your chores, literally just washing the dishes. If you don't do it, no one is going to do it for you. No one's going to come in your house and wash your dishes and take care of your kitchen except for you. It's just you. It's all on you. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but the sooner you realize that your future is based on what your efforts are, the sooner you can move forward, the sooner you can see the truth. If you don't do it, no one's going to do it for you. No one. So get off that couch and go do your chores, take care of your house, apply to those jobs, do those things that you need to do, the things that you need to do to forward yourself, go back to school, whatever it is. The number 3 item I have here is with socialism, we're going to talk about really quickly about helping people. Maybe you're a person that you think that everyone should have health care. Maybe you're a person that everyone should have housing. Everyone should have access to resources. And that's true. However, it's very difficult to enable people without enabling people. Okay? So if you are giving someone something, you're not really helping them. You're just enabling them. Okay? Perfect example is alcoholism. You're enabling an alcoholic, maybe. Your child is an alcoholic, and you just keep bailing them out of jail. You just keep taking them back in your house, even though you kicked them out before. It doesn't help them to enable them. You have to give them tools, and then you have to make them get off their butt and do it. And if you ask people who are recovering alcoholics or recovering drug addicts, they will tell you the reason they sobered up. The reason they had to take responsibility for themselves, the time when they realized that if they didn't do it, no one would do it for them, was when they woke up in the gutter and they had nothing. When they woke up in their car and they had nowhere to go. They had no food, they had no clothes, they had no more friends to call because they had alienated all their friends by being addicted to drugs or alcohol. They had run out of people to enable them. Listen to that. They ran out of people to enable them. Once those people cut them off, they cannot be enabled anymore, then they quit. They won't quit until there is no one left to enable them. And you can ask any addict, anyone who's recovered, and they will all tell you the same thing. Once I was not enabled anymore, once I didn't allow myself to feel bad for myself, and I realized that I'm the one who put myself in the gutter. I'm the reason why my parents won't talk to me. I'm the reason why I don't have any friends left. That's when they sober up. That's when they get it. That's when they decide they can't be homeless anymore. That's when they go out and they seek help and they actually use the resources that are available. There are resources out there that are available. Okay? So it's really important that we not completely enable people. Even if you're a compassionate person, you have to understand that you have to let people grow up. You have to enable them to grow up. You're making them grow up, but you're doing it in a loving way. It's very difficult for people. But remember the proverb, give a man a fish, right? And you'll have to give him a fish every day. But if you teach a man to fish, he'll never grow hungry again. Because you teach him and you get him to be responsible for himself. And then you won't have to make the effort to go and feed him every day. You won't have to do it, okay? Because he'll get up off his butt and he'll go and he'll fish himself and he'll make his own meal, okay? The last thing about socialism here, I would just say you are not entitled to someone else's labor. So let's say that you're 7 years old and you have a sibling, right? And your sibling is, 8 years old maybe, and they want to take some of the money that you earn because you did a chore, and that's your money, okay? You have $1 and you go to the store and your sibling wants to take some of your money and buy something. But they didn't want to do their chore. They didn't do their chore. So they don't have $1. So is it fair for you to give them always? For you to always give them some of your dollar? That's socialism. That's exactly what socialism is. They chose not to do their chore. They didn't want to do it. So they didn't earn the $1. Okay? That's the simplest explanation for socialism that I can give you, is that if your parent took your $1 and split it in half and gave your sibling 50 cents, but they didn't earn their 50 cents. They didn't earn that money to buy the candy. Okay? So when I was little, whether or not you realize this, your parents train you to understand how this works. That's capitalism, people. You did your chore and you earned your $1. No one else is entitled to your $1. You earned it. That's yours. You should be able to keep your $1 because you worked for it. All right? So there's your explanation for socialism, how that works. I'm going to finish this video by just letting you know that if you do have a need, you have some questions that you want to ask, I'm actually going to be doing a series where I do an Ask Zanina, where you can ask me several questions. It could be about Christianity. It can be about political beliefs. It can be about, like, you need help with your young children. It could be about keto. I'm in keto now. I'm going to be doing a lot of keto videos. I really highly recommend keto to everyone because not only does it lower anxiety, improves your lifestyle, but you lose weight while you're doing it. It gives you a lot of knowledge. Once you start doing more research, you'll learn more about nutrition. And I think it's really important for people to study nutrition. Doctors are not, I don't know if you know this, but doctors are not really trained in nutrition. It's really funny because I was watching Dr. Berg today, And he said that if you go to your doctor will tell you, okay, you're pre-diabetic or you have diabetic, you have diabetes problems. Or you're on the road to being diabetic. They will give you medication, but they won't give you a diet sometimes. So they do actually, a lot of doctors that are really educated will actually give you a diet to follow. But there are still doctors out there that go through medical school and they don't tell you to stop eating sugar, which is what is making you diabetic. It's amazing to me. It's shocking. But the doctors are not telling us to stop eating sugar, stop eating processed carbs, stop eating all these things that are really bad for you. Anyway, if you follow keto, there are some Facebook groups that are really helpful. But also I watch Keto Connect and Dr. Berg. The other one I like is Chef Duff. Chef Duff makes a lot of keto videos. Hi, everybody. And these videos are great. I mean, all really, really helpful. And if you don't have time to watch all of them, I mean, I understand that. I would like to do some more compressed videos that really have a lot of knowledge in a short amount of time. Because watching a 30-minute video, not everybody has time for that. And especially if you're very busy. If you're mom, if you're working mom, if you're, even like a guy, but you just want to, shed 20 pounds. For men, it's so easy for you to lose weight. I don't even know if you realize how easy it is. Like literally just eating no sugar, no carbs, you'll lose like that. It's insane. And women were very jealous of that. But we can do the same. We can lose my weight. I lost like 30 pounds on keto in maybe 4 or 5 months. So it wasn't hard. It was so easy. And now I'm just maintaining my weight with keto. I'm very happy. I even have a video I'm going to be doing on the Starbucks drinks. Right? How to order Starbucks. So we'll do one of those too. These are my drinks. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me. And I really hope that you realize that it's not your fault. It's just what you've been taught about work. So please subscribe, comment, send me questions. I would love to answer your questions about life experience and things that you guys, maybe you want to ask someone who's knowledgeable, but, not necessarily your parents. Go ahead and send me a note and I will address your video idea. Thank you so much. Have a great day.